sitting no further away from Donald Trump than Dick Durbin was.
So go back and forth about who said what. Lindsey Graham came out and said he confirmed that they did say it. He told it to Tim Scott, who said it. These guys said they didn't hear it, but it took them 15 hours to say it. It even took for the president 15 hours to deny it. Bottom line is, unfortunate comments were exchanged behind closed doors where you thought it might stay if you're a negotiator. Having said that, looking at everything, put everything in the rearview mirror. You got 5 days to come up with a deal. Now, as much as you might say to yourself, I agree 100% with Tom Cotton, he only has 51 votes. What are you going to do to get 9 more senators to vote to pass a 2-year budget? So you have to negotiate, and you can't do that calling each other racist and denying comments. They have to get on schedule.
Who's calling each other racist? There's only one. There's only one side calling racist, and they are the people who say they want to make a deal to the Hispanic community, but actually don't want to make a deal. Because if you wanted to make a deal, Brian, you would not have, as a negotiator, gone out and scuttled.
Bottom line is, you have 5 days to get something done and not have a government shutdown. Because of the way those comments are portrayed, the president's lost a degree of leverage, whether you like it or not. You might think that Bob Goodlatte, or excuse me, Senator Tom Cotton and Senator Perdue are 100% right, but they have to negotiate because they can't get what they want. Because you need 9 Democrats. You have a 2-seat majority. It is not reconciliation time.
Well, so go talk. It's time for real people who really want to help the DACA recipients and really understand that it's compassionate to seal the border so we don't have another generation of them to step forward. And remember, this was a self-appointed group of senators. They weren't leadership appointed. Mr. President. There's other groups that can get put together.
But what's wrong with... Tell me the other group that came together. There's no other group.
Leadership did nothing. House Republicans are trying to get...
But did they get together in a bipartisan way?
Well, think about
the answer is no, they didn't.
But think about the 6 Democrats and Republicans who got together. They came up with a bill that was so mushy to those on the left and the right. The president said, I'm not going to get anything I want right there.
Negotiate. Sit there and go, I need more border money.
Right.
Well, I need a better job on chain migration. And don't get out of the room until you have a deal.
But, Brian, unfortunately, with this Congress, things are so polarized. The Democrats do not want to give the President of the United States any win.
They don't want to give him any win, and they want to talk about race because that's an easy subject for them. That's how they can just scuttle the whole thing and talk about race because they think that's what.
I thought Tuesday they were willing to talk.
And they're using the Dreamers. They are using the Dreamers.
Were they acting on Tuesday?
I'm sorry?
Was Steny Hoyer acting on Tuesday? If you think he was acting and those other Democrats in the room were acting, then they didn't want to get a deal. But they had something to talk about Friday,
you would have to ask
and they blew it up.
If they were acting. So far, they have not acted in a bipartisan way.
I think the president on Tuesday in that 55-minute meeting put them in a really tough place.
Yeah.
The cameras were on, and the American people have made it very clear. The reason why the Dreamer situation hadn't been solved in the past was because the American people said, we care about them, but we also want to make sure we solve the problem so it doesn't happen again. The only way to do that is for everyone to come together, and I think the president said, even on his Twitter account this weekend, I want to make a deal. Here's the framework. Make it happen.
Sure. Well, they're all supposed to get together 2 weeks from tomorrow for the State of the Union. But so far, 4 Democrats have said, including John Lewis, said, you know what, given the president's comments, not going to go.
It's not surprising. He's going out of his way to call the president illegitimate. He said the Russians put him in.
But now he's saying he's a racist.
It would be
a
bigger story if John Lewis showed up.
So anyway, a number will be boycotting the State of the Union. All right.
It's really sad.
An action-packed first Monday today. And now it's time for the news with Jillian.